happening, folks? Gerald here, aka J490, coming at you with another reaction. This time, bringing to the channel a band I've never covered. This is a request from my sister Jessica. Shout out to Jessica. This is the band Placebo with their cover of Kate Bush's "Running Up That Hill." I feel like I might have heard pieces of this because this came out during my preteen years of big time TV watching and stuff like that, and apparently I think this song was used in a few things. It might have been a few things from that 2002-2003 era that I look back fondly on. So weird to believe that's like 19 and 20 years ago now. But anyway, I'm excited to hear this just because, let me just say, Kate Bush's "Running Up That Hill" has been maybe one of my most listened to songs this whole month. And, you know, it's nice to get another rendition in there. And I'm so happy for all the success that is currently going on with her version of that song, where I looked up the stats, and right now it's charting higher in both the US and the UK than it did in 1985 when it first, was released. And I love when that happens with great artists. So shout out to Kate Bush, shout out to the Kate Bush fans. I think I'm going to eventually do an entire album review / maybe reaction for that album, just because I'm really curious about the whole piece because of her caliber of artistry. So that's coming soon, but right now we're going to do Placebo's cover of "Running Up That Hill." And before we get there, I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell for notification. The next goal for this channel is 10,000 subscribers. We can get there, but I'm going to need your help to do it. And so now, without further ado, this is Placebo with "Running Up That Hill." I can definitely say I definitely feel like I've heard at least the instrumental of this in TV shows and commercials back in 2002, 2003-ish. Because it's the same as the original, but it's the way it's slowed out like that. And even when I discovered the original, I had a familiarity with the melody, except for it's clearly faster in the original version. But it's slowed out like this. It's somber like this. It's a little familiar for me.
It doesn't hurt me. You wanna feel how it feels. You wanna know that it doesn't hurt me. You wanna hear about the deal I'm making.
That's my favorite part of the original song, and I can feel the appreciation because you get that building on that deal. I love that. So yes.
Places, be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. If I only could. You don't wanna hurt me. Let's see how deep the bullet lies. Unaware that I'm tearing you asunder, and there's the thunder in our hearts, baby. So much hate for the ones we love. Tell me we both matter, don't we? You and me.
I like these effects too. I like that effect in the background there, that kind of whispery thing back there. This is why I love doing this, is like just you sit down and you focus like this and you're listening with headphones on and it's like it's a whole other experience. So I'm hearing all these little things I might have missed if I did hear this on my own out there.
Won't be unhappy if I only could make a deal with God. Get 'em to swap our places. Be running up that road. Be running up that hill. Be running up that building. If I only could.
The production of both versions too is just perfection. I love that they kept the melody.
If I only could make a deal with God, get 'em to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, no problem. If I only could make a deal with God, get 'em to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, no problem.
That was a very well done cover. Very well done. Very well done because they made it their own thing and that was really good. I'm gonna definitely be adding that to my playlist. And like I said, it definitely solves that. I know I have their version because that had to be 2002 to 2003. That was very likely the first version I heard, but I don't think I ever even listened to the song in its totality. It was just used in a lot of shows and movies around that time. I don't even know if it's a lot. It might just be one or two things I've seen a few times, but I'm familiar with that melody and I'm familiar with the chorus like that. But I will say I am happy I discovered Kate's version when I did, which, like I said, somewhere in early 20s. It was after, like I said too, after watching a Big Boy, no, not Big Boy, an Outcast driven documentary. It's kind of like they're behind the music, and his sister, and I think he was talking about how he was obsessed with that song. And then I Love You cut to today, and he has a video now schooling us on his take on the song and his what. I love that. I love that very much. I love that he really is this huge Kate Bush fan and really is this fan of this song where I think he proclaimed this is his favorite song in the world. And so I can see that. When I first heard a clip from his Driven, I was like, ooh, I like that. I've never heard that before. And yeah, this is the closest. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So more Placebo recommendations in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share with your friends who are fans of Placebo and who would dig me and my ever-changing hair. If you would like to, subscribe to my, If you would like to follow me on social media, that's in the description below. If you would like to donate to myself and the channel, that's also in the description below. And in donating, you can also see it as sponsoring a request or a tip. But would you would sponsor a request, just let me know if you donate, like, this is for this song, this artist. I'm going to get it out as soon as I can. As soon as I possibly can. And it's very much appreciated. You can do the same thing too by joining my Patreon, becoming a Patreon. Becoming a patron on the Patreon. That's also in the description below. And on Patreon, you're going to get early access to reactions like these, Patreon only reactions like these, and your requests, your messages, all that kind of stuff. They have a priority on Patreon. They don't have anywhere else because Patreon helps me live, and I like being able to live. So it's very much appreciated. And shout out to my patrons. And just, I appreciate every single person who pressed play on this video. I really do. And beyond everything else, please take care of yourself and each other.
I can feel with everything that I want. My sweet love, but it wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't feel the pain. Now you're gone, do you get what you want? I can leave you with everything that I wanted.